Westbound here at Oak Harbor on the old NMYC lakefront line. D9-44CW SD70 Ace. Northbound here at Oak Harbor, coming over the flyover. It's a SD60E right there. A lot of times here, the north and southbounds here at Oak Harbor in this line that curls its way back down to Bellevue, they actually use a connecting track here, which I think I've mentioned in a few other videos of mine. And they can get on the old NYC Lake, the old Conrail lakefront line. It's about 2 miles west of here, mile and a half, something like that. Similar connecting track exists in Vermilion, so they can route trains from that direction off and on to Bellevue from the lakefront line as well. And also in Sandusky, there are Ys as well, but they are very sharp. They don't do as much of that in Sandusky. these tank cars here have placard 1993, I do believe, on it. Has class 1993. Got an eastbound here at Oak Harbor. He's just approaching here, the signals, the western facing signals, or the westbound facing signals. Looks like a unit oil train here. Got 3 locos. He's moving pretty quick. D9-44CW and SD70 Ace and ES40DC. Got an empty crude train here, it looks like, or actually loaded crude, maybe not. I stand corrected. This is a hazmat class 1170. This would not actually be crude. Crude is actually hazmat class 1287. For those of you that don't remember on the tip of the brain there. Don't recall, I should say. Not too often you see 3 locomotives on a lot of these lines around here on the NS or the CSX. They usually run with 2 or less, unless there's some being towed. Got a westbound here. Run through here. It's blended power. Intermodal westbound here at Oak Harbor. This one snuck up on me there. If you wonder why I got started a little late. Didn't even hear it coming. Knew there was a green, didn't hear him honk. Short one here. Real quickie, clocking in at less than a minute. Mostly empty reefers heading west. Here we got a westbound at Oak Harbor, and it's intermodal. Just coming underneath the flyover. ET44AC and an SD70 Ace. And he's got a slow order right now, as you can see. Get you a view there. It's kind of hard to see. I got it set up in a poor spot here. Sorry about that, folks. You see him heading west there. He's under a slow order with single double stacks, and right now looks like some empty wells. Quite a few empty wells, actually. Kind of a rarity to see that many empties heading west. Obviously we got some empty spines on here too, so not just empty well cars. tell he's under a slow order right now because it's pretty rare to see intermodal going this slow through Oak Harbor here on the old Conrail NYC lakefront line. And it's pretty rare to see this many empties on a train too. It's almost all empties. So this could be one of those special moves just to kind of get some of these cars back to Chicago, points west. Probably expecting some heavy import season and stuff coming from the west. Okay, that is about the end of it. Probably one of the most empty intermodal trains you'll see on this line here. Hey, we're here at Oak Harbor. We got some an NS train coming off the Conrail, ex-Conrail lakefront line. He's on the transfer track coming down, going down the line towards Bellevue, and we have some run-through power here, it looks like. I would say that's kind of rare when it comes down, it heads down straight to Bellevue. 3 Union Pacific locos, and you can see the third one's really putting out some smoke. They're on Jen Merchandise here. Up the flyover grade. To see these armored yellow UPs here in a minute. So they usually keep their run-through power on this Conrail line, so I'm a little surprised. First one's a know he's moving at a pretty good clip. It's all either single stacks or trailers on spines. This one obviously must be heading towards a low clearance tunnel out east somewhere. You do see a few of these on the lakefront line, low clearance type. Got a westbound here at Oak Harbor. He's under slow orders. Previous intermodal they had holding just west of here. He just got the green a few minutes ago, so not a lot of gap between here. They're just trying to space it out. At 97.79 on the lead in 10:32. 97.79 is a D9-40 CW. Second one here, 10:32 is an SD70 Ace. Today, the GEs have been in the lead all day, and they've been letting the GMs follow. I haven't seen an Ace in the lead, but they've definitely been in follow. So, as you can see there, get a better vantage point for you. Sorry, I'm in a bad spot. Permission for a green because he's throttling up. Okay, so you can see that back here underneath. You see he's got some double stacks. He's got some of OCLs. He had some Maersk trying to ship in Costco, APL. It doubles early here. And yet again, we have another move. It looks like there's a lot of empty spines on this one. I'm just going to shade back so I can see if there's anything that would be possibly coming the other way. That way I'm not caught off guard. As you can see, this is the second move here, just in the last little bit, where they're having a lot of empties head west. Definitely, that means things out east, there's a lot of loads circulating around, but there definitely aren't a lot getting brought back to the yard. So there's definitely a shortage, probably in Chicago and points west, for these intermodal cars. I think the unique thing I'm seeing on this train, it's not the same as what we saw on the other one though. The other one started double stack and then it ended up empty wells and racks at the end, or spines. It looks like in the distance here, this one actually has more double stacks tacked on the end. So I would say that's kind of strange to throw a bunch of empties in the middle and then throw more doubles on the end. They must have combined a couple different trains at either Cleveland or Buffalo or someplace further east. There's a whole lot of spine cars here in the middle, but you'll see here in a minute or so there's actually more double stacks coming. Like I told you, we're done with the cut of empty spine cars. Now we're onto the wells again with a few singles and then mostly double stacks. As you can see, this is all international containers here. You got your 40 footers, you got your 20 footers, your pups they call them. I haven't seen any, or I should say 45s. Yeah, 40s, 45s, something like that. I haven't seen any domestics on this, so domestics be your 53 footers. I should say these are mostly 45 and 22 footers. You can tell this is quite a long train here, even though if they are empties or not. Pretty long intermodal train. A lot of CMA, CGMs on this train, some Texas. You see a Kronos, Costco. Costco did change, they used to have gray ones, now they're going with royal blue. It's China Ocean Shipping. Now we're getting to some 53 footers, some domestics, get some JB Hunts tacked on in here. That's about the only domestics I've seen so far. If you guys wonder why I talk about these, I used to work at an intermodal yard, so definitely this is the lingo that guys use. You got your pups, you got your regular internationals, you got your 53-foot domestics. We go. There's the end of this. You can see he's still under slow orders, because usually intermodal doesn't take 7 minutes for a 1.5 mile long train. We got a westbound Oak Harbor. He's got a yellow right now. There's a couple of intermodal trains slow. We're just a couple caution ones ahead of him, so he's just coming through here slow, nice and easy in Oak Harbor. They don't like to block the crossings here in the town usually, so I'll stop either east or west if he does. 4130 in the lead here. AC 44 6Ms. You can see he's definitely under slow. And you got a looks like a 944-CW here maybe in a second. It doesn't say, but I'm pretty sure 9113. Get a shot here through one of my favorite spots here through the bushes. Stopping him here. We'll see. Back here. This is a unit train, and it has reporting marks on HKRX. Some of the cars have MBKX, and some of them say HWCX. Like I already mentioned, CBFX, SOXX. This, in all likelihood, although I can't promise to a certainty, is probably frac sand. Usually you see these shorter ones. They're commonly coming through this area now, and they're hauled back and forth to usually the western PA, the shale region. Those of you that aren't familiar, shale requires frac sand to help fill the voids where they actually frack the oil and the natural gas out of to help prevent cave-ins, I guess, and where pockets of where those fuels come from. They need to put that sand back in to help fill it, so that the geology is still structurally stable. As you can see, this is all unit right now. unit train. Sorry, I'm moving around a little bit. Apologize there. Mainly the same few reporting marks. There's another one I haven't seen yet. MQRX. There's another one, JAIX. So obviously there's a handful, maybe half dozen different reporting marks on the units of the cars on this train, but I think he's pulling up to a stop here, so this video may or may not get finished at this point. We will see. Sometimes they hold, like I say, they hold trains here right before the crossover, which is a couple miles west of Oak Harbor, and they have a connecting track, I should say, not crossover, and they run things off the between the old NS line that went from Toledo, the yard up along the lake, the old coal docks, and down to Bellevue, which is the one you see above, and then below is the former Conrail New York Central water level route. Right now he's still moving under slow order, so at least he's still moving. Another reporting mark just went by. It was CEFX and AHX. I think he's starting to pick up the pace a little bit here. He definitely didn't go through his notches real fast because he didn't yank the slack out of his train like I've heard some engineers do. That's all she wrote here for this unit, in all likelihood, unit frac sand train, empty. Got a westbound here at Oak Harbor. Operation Lifesaver. Trying to get this man back for you. Sorry about that. Gotta find a better spot here. He's on the wrong main right now on auto racks. Pretty short train, even though it did have two engines on it. Clocking in, it's starting to slow up now, but pretty short train, just a little over a minute long. Two engines, empty auto. Here we got a westbound at Oak Harbor on the former Conrail water level route. Hey, we got the Heritage unit. Look at that. Let me try to get another view here for you. You got an NS in the lead, you got Illinois Terminal Heritage, a CN, and a UP on this train. So, engineer noticed I was watching too. They know people are looking for these Heritage units. Strangely enough, I was just on the website signing up, and a guy named Brian Minich made an app. He has a website. You can track the different railroads Heritage units. HeritageUnits.com. And he has an app for Apple and Android both. It's free to sign up. So I was just actually in my car signing up, right when wanted to see where some of these Heritage units were. Crazy. And I wasn't expecting that, guys, because I was just about ready to leave here in a few minutes. What happened to me last week, I caught the Erie Heritage unit here in Oak Harbor on the flyover above. I didn't know about recording it at the time, or I would have. I'm definitely going to log this though. So that Illinois Terminal Heritage Unit is heading west on the Conrail line, and this is Monday afternoon, about 2 o'clock. That was quite the mashup though. It's not very often you get to see regular Heritage and two different foreign powers all in one train. So, Jen Birch here.